Welcome back to Dat Build. Today I'm doing a bit of maintenance on the banana bug, primarily doing a oil flush and oil change first. Not knowing what the service history is like, I'm going to do that as it's 390,000, a shy over. At least I know then intervals of 5,000, which is what I'll be doing my regular maintenance on. So first off is of course doing the oil change. I've already put the oil flush in just to remove any build up and grime there was a bit inside the oil cap and looking down onto the cams and everything. So do that first and then see where that takes us. So to finish off with, I'm going to refill the oil into the engine. I don't have a funnel. I forgot to buy one with everything else that I bought, so I'm just going to have to try and angle it in there somehow. So I think the easiest thing to do is take this cover off. Alright, look over there. Still a bit grimy. I didn't think it would get right through. I mean, it's only the very first time I've done it. Still see a bit, but something's better than nothing. I probably will do a couple more flushes due course, just to ensure that it does get a bit of the filth outside of the engine. So yeah, a couple more goes through. Oil wise, I've gone with the recommended 5W30 fully synthetic. Brand factor ignore. In this situation, of course, it was simply what was available. It's even difficult getting oil at the moment. There we go. So there we go, not too bad. So for this we're doing 4.5 litres. Funnily enough, I did notice that the amount of oil that came out of the engine was 5 litres. So whether that means they've been topping it up and then it tends to burn through a little bit, or it's got a bit of a leak, who knows. But at this point in time, I'm simply going to refill it at the required level, 4.5. Check that. Oh, excellent. You're kidding me. Oh. Okay, so I do not rate Gulf Western Oil for their canisters. There are no markings. So I've got to guess and then check the dipstick as I go. I mean, realistically you should be checking the dipstick anyway, but I normally fill it to about the 4 litre mark and then check as I go, and of course there's no marks. So that's still heaps, but far out. Simple mark on the side of the bottle. I mean, the alternative being I pulled 5 litres out and I just pour the entire thing in, but I really don't want to do that. I would rather do it properly and put in 4.5. I think that's still heaps. I'll check the dipstick. Okay. Make sure I don't leave any paper on here. Okay, so from this one it's, so that's full. A little bit different dipsticks to what I'm usually used to. Okay, that's just on the very bottom. Wow, okay, interesting. A bit more. I mean, obviously it will take a little while for it to get down, but it kind of feels like I'm almost going to be putting the entire 5 litre in, which is unusual. That, put on the ground. It kind of looks like 750 mil. We'll see where we land now. Ooh, you know what? I think I'm actually right. That looks about 750. So another 250. Could have guessed that. Yeah, that'll do. Let's see where that rests. Oh, maybe. That kind of looks like 500, I reckon. One more check. And yes, I am one of those people that double wipes. Don't need to, but I do. And yes, this is toilet paper. There we go. Ah, bang on. That is, as they say, perfectamundo. I don't even know if that's in focus. But there we go. So that is bang on. So, final wipe over. Ooh, yeah. This could actually come off now. I could actually clean that, but I'm not going to. Anyway. So, cap. Back in. Oil on. And for now, I'm not going to put this cover back on. We'll see how this weather goes, but there is something else under the bonnet I do want to tackle. So finishing off, well, funnily enough, I installed all the parts, one sensor. Anyway, reinstalled all the bits I had to take out to get that sensor back in, cleared the fault codes, ran the car up, and of course, after that, checked the codes again. I presently have no fault codes. This is only on a bit of a warm-up, not even. The blue light still hasn't gone out, but it is quite cold today, and beyond that, unless I actually go for a bit of a drive, it's really not going to get up to temperature. So with that being the case, I wouldn't expect to see any real change here at the moment. With that being said, I'll drive it a couple of days and then do another check. Unfortunately, with the check engine light being blown, I've got no way of knowing straight away whether or not there is an instant fault. I've basically just got to plug it in later and then find out once more. But for now, it is kind of good to see there's no fault codes. Hopefully it means the problem's solved. I kind of doubt it. I still think the O2 sensor is a bit of a problem. The car does smell rather rich when running up. It could simply be the way this car is, but it still just does smell a bit too rich for me. So that could be other problems on top. There's still more to go. I've only just started tackling this motor. So once we start to dive a bit further, then obviously we'll see where that takes us. But for now, great results. So I'm really happy with that. That's brilliant. So that's going to do it again today, guys. Loud car once more. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, like, subscribe, comment below, etc. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbour that if he ever gets a clip out, always put it in a safe spot as to not knock it further into the engine bay, waste another 15 minutes trying to fish it out. There should have been a spare clip with the new sensor. There wasn't. I just reused it. Always get a new clip. I will be ordering another clip soon, just in order for a peace of mind to replace that old one. So anyway, guys, until next time, cheers.